Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back with more RimWorld today, continuing our playthrough of 1.5 and Anomaly DLC, and the colony is coming along quite nicely, guys. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I've got links in the playlist to this series and a whole bunch of other RimWorld stuff. Oh, and I'm going to mention, too, that I did add a new mod to the mod pack, as mentioned in the previous episode. Just one today, just the one mod. It's bulk components is all it's called, so it just adds these new recipes for times 10, times 25, same with the advanced components. Now, as I mentioned previously, when you do these, you can see that the resource material cost is very high, and also it requires people who have a pretty darn high crafting skill for this maximum one. 18 crafting, so it's definitely a balanced mod, I think, in that sense. But again, I've got the link to my mod list down in the description, guys, and I'm updating that every day that I add a new mod to it. I go into the Steam Workshop and add that to the collection. So if you do want to play with the same mod set, it's mainly quality of life. Like I say, it's a link down below. But tell you what, guys, we had a really accurate, devastating mortar assault in the last one. It pretty much took care of our little gore husk attack. So if you are just tuning in, I at least recommend you check out that last episode for this, because I didn't realize just how insanely effective those mortars would be against the gore hulks. But there we go. Now we know what to use next time they come at us. But either way, guys, let's take a brief look at our codex here for entities. So we've got two more advanced to discover. I'm thinking about avoid provocation today. And we've got two ultimates, which, as far as I understand it, we won't encounter the ultimates until we've actually, activated the monolith here for the third time or whatever, which we're ready to do. I've just been putting it off. And also in today's episode, we are finally going to take out this pit gate. At least I hope so. So let's get started today, guys. You know, I used to think that the Revenant was my least liked anomaly, or my most hated anomaly, but I tell you what, this guy right here, although these flesh masks aren't really that threatening, the bulb freak with his little tentacles, I don't know what it is when you speed it up. He's just writhing around on this platform. There's just something about it. It's like nails on a chalkboard or chewing on tinfoil or something. It just rubs you the wrong way looking at this nasty thing. Oh, flashing lights and floating skulls, such is the party in a macabre and weird twisted colony like ours. But then look at them too, dancing around, little tentacle blood, having conversations. Oh, look at that. And it was unforgettable. Caused someone to join us, a child named Hugh. We haven't had a kid join in a while. Let's accept him. And let's go check him out. If he's young enough, he's probably got nothing going on. Oh, he's sickly. Oh, well, it's not the end of the world. Look, it gives him +4 to medical. I never realized that, although he's only a 3. But we'll go ahead and accept him. It's not the end of the world. Look, he's got a little minor passion for melee, too. So he's 7. He's already had one growth event, obviously, because he's got a crappy trait here and a minor passion. But he's still got 2 more ahead of him, old little Hugh Townsend. So we'll let him just hang out with the other kids and stuff. We've got hardware, software, and now we've got Hugh here, too. So welcome to the colony, little Hugh. Now, I hope you're in for some weird and wild stuff, little guy. All right, the Slob Squad is back in action, led by our little pigkin here, and we are going below ground to hopefully take out the Dread Meld here. Now, there's still quite a few flesh beasts down here. We didn't, thoroughly exterminate everything. I'm going to have her pick this up real quick. Grab that shard for me, please, Tentacle. There you go. Oh, and she's going to sleep. Wake up. Get up here. All right. So, yeah, like I said, we never actually discovered where the Dread Meld was, and we didn't exterminate everything in here. So it might be a bit of a slog, but I'm going to take it real slow, and if we have to, we'll just retreat back to the surface to rest and recuperate. Let Tentacle Blood take a little nap. Let's clear this out. I just want to open this up. So, okay. Oh, not quite open yet, is it? I love the way that this flesh mask stuff reacts, though. It just explodes into a bloody spray. It's gory, trust me, I know. But, okay, good job, guys. Shotguns down here in these spaces are really effective. It's all close quarter combat. Come on, keep shooting, people. Make sure everybody's set to run and gun and fire at will. I've also been thinking about installing the Friendly Fire mod, which if you're unfamiliar with that, it precludes people from firing when they have colonists or friendlies in their range, but it's a little bit annoying. Sometimes you have to micromanage the shooting and stuff, but not a big deal right now. Man, oh man, let me tell you what, this has been quite an extensive exploration down here. Haven't come across the dread meld yet. We've discovered a few little flesh sacks. Nothing really that great came out of them. There was like a harbinger seed and some of the corpses and stuff. But I think we're actually going to have to retreat our people out of here because some of them are starting to starve. And I gave them go juice, obviously. Tentacle blood got an addiction too when we did that, but that's okay. I have a feeling by the end of this run, most of our people will be addicted to go juice, but we're going to try and slip out and avoid too much fire. Okay, that's not bad. Come on, my people, let's go. Retreat, retreat. I wish that, like, if you cleared all the flesh mass beasts out of here, then they wouldn't, like, spawn new attacks, but I have a feeling that's not the way this operates. I'm assuming that if you just leave this pit gate open, even if you completely cleared it out, it would still spawn attacks, but I don't know that for sure. Regardless, like I mentioned previously, we're going to close this one, and then we're going to reopen another one down the road once we need to dispose of our tox packs and stuff, but for right now, we're going to let the Slob Squad just have a little bit of a break. Oh man, our furry prisoner here just got converted over to our ideology and almost immediately had a inhuman break here. So if you're unfamiliar with that, this basically is caused by our ideology. We have a meme that will cause these mental breaks, but it's got a permanent debuff or a permanent effect on it, which reduces animals, social, and artistic by 12. So it's pretty rough, especially for the furries who, you know, are actual, you know, animal handlers by nature. And you can see that he's still got a passion, or she still has a passion here for it, but it's really hampered some of our ability to recruit prisoners is another thing that we struggle with. Obviously, training animals is a little bit more difficult now. Socializing has become something, I mean, like our best social pawn now in the colony is like a 3 or a 4, I think, if we go to the warden. Let's see, that's a social, yeah, our best social pawn is a 4. And that's Mercy, who literally has recently joined us. So he hasn't had a chance to have a humanitarian break, but I'm sure he's going to at some point. So, and again, it's caused by this meme right here, the Inhuman Meme. Now, it does definitely have some upsides to it. We can eat nutrient paste. We can walk right over rotting corpses, no big deal. We can even eat human meat without side effects. So, good sides and downsides to it, but it's really cool. And in the back of my mind, I'm still kind of hoping that maybe like towards the end game, if there's some sort of quest or something, or I don't know, some way that this will come into play late game, you know, having inhuman means, but I'm not sure about that. Oh, look at this, another little infestation. Well, this one should be relatively easy. All we're gonna do is turn on our turrets, get everybody out of the kill box area. Probably don't need all these robots running around, and we'll take care of this real quick. Alright, we've got most of our turrets rebuilt here. They just switched the power on. Usually these infestations are pretty small. Oh my god, I'm going to restrict the animals and the mechs to the barn real quick so I'm not constantly having to move these guys around. Alright, there we go. Let's just see how these turrets handle these insects. God, I love the new fire effects too. They're really cool. Come on guys, get them, get them. Oh, we might lose a turret or two here, but that's okay. It was a choice I made not to bring anybody forward. All right, let's get a few people over here. See, they're coming into the base here. That's not good. But it is funny watching them run around on fire, especially going reverse through our trap funnel. Come on, take them out now. Oh, Gabru running away. He's like, nope, I'm out of here. Alright, where'd that other one go? Okay, he's down there burning to death. We're good, we're good. Yeah, like I said, pretty easy one. It was probably stupid of me to waste those 2 turrets there, but that's okay, not a big deal. Well, in the last episode, we used our chronophagy ritual to reduce the age of one of our colonists, and of course, it increased the age of Bellarose here. She is now currently sitting at 104 years old. This might be the oldest pawn I've ever seen. Now, obviously, you know, we did this to her, but it's time for another one. The chronophagy ritual just wore off, or just cooled down, I should say, and it is time to see. Now, since we've added basically all these new shard beacons and stuff, it's given about 20 years, like adds 20 years to the target and reduces 20 years for our person here. So I'm anxious to see. Smelly's at 46, so let's just see. I'm not really expecting Bellarose to survive this, but I'm curious. Maybe we can get a 120-something-year-old pawn. All right, here we go. Oh, there it is. Moral Gun died. Moral Gun. Oh, was she must have been one of the roles, the Moral Gun. So I'm assuming, not 100% sure, but I think Moral Gun is probably the title of their shooting specialist. I don't know. That's interesting, though. I have been told, too, by a commenter that in the early days of the release of 1.5, an anomaly, like when you did these skip abduction rituals, which is where we got Bellarose from, they often would skip abduct, like, the leader of the faction. It happened, like, a lot, apparently. And if you do that and then kill him, I'm not sure what would happen, but I don't think the faction, like, dissolves or anything. But super interesting to see that there. And, of course, unfortunately, Lil Furry, our little Bellarose, didn't survive that one. But how much did Smelly? Age 24. God, I love this chronophagy ritual. I'm actually really, really pumped about all these interesting rituals and stuff. I think the next one we're going to do is the Void Provocation, probably. Yeah, we tried the Draw Animals one. That one was a little bit lackluster, but then again, if we do it now, since we probably have a higher output, we'll probably get more animals and stuff to come. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting on the Void Provocation until we actually close this pit down here. I don't want to get a big flesh beast attack like at the same time a Void Provocation happens. You have learned more about the obelisk. The device has the power to duplicate intelligent creatures. In theory, it can produce duplicates without limit. The obelisk appears damaged and unstable, so its energy level rises unless suppressed. If it would go into duplication loop, chaotically pumping out a large number of flawed human duplicates. Han thinks that it may be possible to safely shut this down. Of course, we're talking about this one here. I want to duplicate somebody, though. I mean, obviously, we don't want it to be all screwed up, but let's see. Should we duplicate Ryan? Let's try that. Let's just see what happens. I could certainly use... No, you know what? I want to duplicate one of our miners. Yeah, let's get Smelly over here duplicated, because we definitely need more miners. Okay, well, I brought Smelly over here. Furry is still suppressing it. And I've also brought a group of people just in case something goes wrong with this. You know, we'll have a few people back up maybe to shoot down some of these duplicates if we need to. But I want to wait until Furry's done, but Furry's taking forever, so I'm just going to do this. Okay, good. Obelisk duplicate. While Smelly interacted with the obelisk, pulse energy and generated a flash of light, Smelly found herself face to face with a copy of herself. The duplicate claims to be the real Smelly and has joined your colony. No way, there she is. Yep. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. So, what do we name her? Smelly 2? I got a better idea. We'll call her Stinky. Oh, we're going to have a whole line of just smelly colonists now. But I'm also a little bit nervous, like, is she going to turn evil on us or something at some point? I don't know. We'll just have to find out. Oh, darn it. I was just going to start duplicating more and more of our people. Obviously, Tentacle Blood is going to be the next one, but it says it has a 30-day cooldown on it. Man, oh man. Well, we'll give it 30 days, obviously. I'll probably keep it around. No need to deactivate it just yet unless it causes a threat or something. But that'll also give us time to watch Stinky. Come here, Stinky. I'm going to put you right next to your twin. Yeah, that'll give us time to watch this one here. And if she turns hostile or something crazy happens, we don't need to worry about that obelisk. We'll just shut it down. All right, well, we just got a really intriguing quest here, and it's mainly intriguing for this reward. I want that prestige recon armor, excellent quality, plus an insanity lance and 152 uranium. That's a good one. The book is interesting too, but it increases mental break chance, not a big deal, but yeah, this third one is big. That's what I'm going to go for, I think. But this is going to be two Itaken raids of this size here. Honestly, I think we can handle this. It's not that big a deal. Now, it'll give us 3 days to prepare. How long is this? 5.1 days? Tell you what, like I said, it's kind of a similar situation to the Void Provocation. I really don't want to accept that until we clear this pit gate, but I think Slob and his friends are healed up and ready to go. So, yeah, let's try and take out this pit gate, hopefully for the last time. Alright, we are below ground in the pit gate, and it looks like Ferret has heard some sort of writhing and throbbing sound. So, let's do this. I wonder what would happen too. I was also thinking about this while I was down here. There it is. If we got a flesh beast attack while we had colonists down below, I wonder if anybody's experienced that yet or anything like that. I assume it probably wouldn't. We wouldn't see the flesh beast manifest down here. They would just appear atop. I don't know though. Like I said, it'd be interesting to find out. But this is the whole reason we came down here, was to take this stupid thing out. So let's keep moving. Do not get caught up. I'm going to have them turn off running guns so they can... Oh my god. Never mind. Alright, just start fighting, guys. Let's do this. Last time this happened, or we entered a pit gate, we did lose a person, but it wasn't necessary. I could have saved them, but I failed to understand things properly, so hopefully this time everybody will come out of it alive. They are getting kind of surrounded here. Damn, we should have brought more people. It's okay. We've only got one person down so far. Just for a ball. They're melee fighting. Come on, people. You can do it. Death in 6 hours. Smelly. Okay. Alright, so Tentacle, let's have everybody released. Get back to the surface. Carry for a ball. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's get them all out of here. Come on, people. Climb to the surface. Let's get out of this pit gate before it collapses. Okay, everybody's escaped except for Ferret and Smelly. Ferret is unfortunately very injured, so she's kind of just not literally dragging herself, but she's taking her sweet time about it. I've got Smelly down here just standing by in case Furry drops or something, he can grab her, but I think it was fairly successful, and I did manage to pick up just a few things here, so we got 3 shards out of this. There's actually a set of steel plate armor masterwork in one of those flesh sacks that we destroyed, so we did end up with a decent little amount of loot here, and so far I think we've done it. Yay. So Ferret managed to make it. She is very injured though, so she needs to be tended to right away. Look at this. Tentacle blood. Why don't you rescue Furball for me? There we go. So we've done it. Like I said, as soon as this thing collapses, we'll probably accept that quest. Oh, look at that. Smelly. Gonna need you to rescue Ferret after all. Oh, look at this. We got a legendary SMG Sass just created, but check it out. The weapon bears a depiction of Kazuki testing wind direction as shell arcs down towards a gore hulk. So in the previous episode, as I mentioned, we did some pretty serious mortaring against these gore hulks, and now Sass has created a weapon that commemorates that very thing, which is amazing. So it's always exciting when you get a legendary weapon, but it's even better when it depicts a really cool scene from your colony's history. Oh boy, we just got a Shambler Attack. Look at that. 3 of them. I don't understand these Shambler Attacks. Why is it so weak? Oh well, I mean, I'm not complaining. We're also probably not going to worry about coming out here and taking care of these. God, she looks weird with her eyes like that. Yeah, but I don't know, maybe one of the furry raids will come in here and clear those out. Not a big deal, really. You know, I've also been sitting on these animal pulsars. We got a psychic animal pulsar and a biomutation. Oh, ×2. Yeah, I think we found a second one. I'm thinking we might actually use those one of them at least for the furry raid. We'll see how it goes, obviously, but you know, like I said, I've been sitting on those forever, so it would be worthwhile. The pit gate has literally just collapsed, so there we go. It is now time to, I think we might do a void provocation and accept that quest. I know, it's risky, but at the same time, I really want to fill out this codex. And I don't know what these are going to be, but hey, maybe we'll get lucky in the raid. We'll clash with the anomaly for us and take care of it. But there's only one way to find out. Well, we've got good news and bad news. We just got our very first Impit recruited. Ga is no longer a prisoner. He is now in our hospital. And just a quick look at him here. Slow learner, nimble, body modder. So the body modder is the big one. Nimble's good too. Slow learner, obviously not great, but he's a young'un. He's only 15, so he doesn't have any more growth events ahead of him, but he's got a lot of time to develop himself. So we're obvious. I think he's already had his inhuman break too. Yeah, so he's been inhumanized already. So this is what he looks like right here. He's actually going to turn out to be a good fighter, I hope. But regardless, the bad news, check it out. I knew this duplication was going to have some sort of downside. Both Stinky and her duplicate are feeling unwell. Their condition seems to be related to the duplication process. Wow, that's shocking. And is worsening. The psychic connection that binds them is causing them to slowly lose consciousness. The condition won't be better until one of them dies. Oh no, Stinky, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to die. Dang it. Well, like I said, now we know that there's probably not any upside to duplicating all our colonists. I don't know, maybe this is just a one-off, you know, in other words, it doesn't always happen, but again, I'm not sure. It might be worth trying to duplicate another colonist to find out, though. So, I still haven't accepted the quest either. I've been kind of waiting until our people get healed up. We've got a few days to go, so we're definitely going to accept it, though, but what do we do here? Should we just go ahead and sacrifice her right away? I think so. I mean, I don't see any other point in keeping her around like this. It was neat, you know, the idea of duplicating colonists is pretty cool, but yeah, if this does happen, then I'm not going to be doing that too often, but I think I will keep the obelisk around for a second duplication, like I said, just to test it out. But let's go ahead and have her drop all her gear, including that legendary weapon. Yeah, I decided to give her that. Probably not a smart move, but ultimately it didn't really backfire. Alright, so we're going to have her drop all her stuff, like I said, and probably just do a little firing squad. Alright, well, I don't really know what to expect here from this execution, but I've got her standing out here by the turrets, and obviously I've brought a couple of people with us, so in case something crazy pops out of Stinky here, we should be well prepared for it. Oh, no, just a normal death there. Okay, interesting. And of course, I've covered this before. Colonist deaths like this actually have an upside to them as well. Now, obviously, we're going to have a little bit of a mood debuff probably from a colonist dying. Then again, maybe not. That inhumanization might negate that. I'm not sure. But, of course, the upside to sacrificing a colonist like this is it kind of tricks the AI. So the coding behind the game says that when you lose a colonist, it's going to take it a little bit easier on you on the next raid. It's not going to be as powerful as it would necessarily because, you know, the game's going to take it a bit easy. But this way, I don't think that'll necessarily affect the quests either. So it's just the next like in Anomaly raid or, you know, whatever comes through. So let's go ahead and accept this one. I think since it gives us 3 days, that's a good amount of time. Boom, right there for our people to get healed up and stuff. It's sad Stinky had to go, but that is just the way of these anomalies. You can't always anticipate what's going to happen. But let's take a look at Smelly too. So duplication sickness, well, that should drop off eventually, right? I don't know. Yep, it just went down a tick. I saw it go from 21 to 20 there, so that'll eventually wear off. But, oh my gosh, guys. So we've got definitely a couple of raids to look forward to. And again, as I said, we're going to be doing a void provocation for sure. So get prepared for that, guys. But I think that's going to do it for today's episode. Like I said, tune in for the next one because it should be action-packed. But I really appreciate you guys stopping by with me. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the series. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I will see you all on the next one. Hey everyone, I just want to give a personal thank you to my Patreon supporters. Their contributions help make my work possible, and I am tremendously grateful to them. I'd also like to extend an invitation to you to help support my work on Patreon as well. Your donations allow me to upgrade my PC and avoid the dreaded hardware despair. It also gives me more time to devote to new projects and create longer content such as live streaming. No matter what you decide, thank you for visiting my channel.